Hello everyone, good morning. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, your screen is visible.
okay, sure, thank you. So, in the last lecture, we have completed all the locators of selenium and we also saw one find elements method. So, today we will see some more concepts in selenium. So, if I this is one airline website. So, if I click this departure button, a calendar will open like this, right? So, today the date is 21 and from after that you have so many year. So if I come to year 2022 like this, so this is year 2022. So if I want to select any date from this March month, I can do like this, right? So this is I have done manually. Today we will see how we can do that with the help of selenium. Okay, so to do that, let me first open the website. So this is the URL. Okay, so I think it is, yeah, so this is the URL. And for this, if I refresh it again, okay, to open the calendar, first I have to click on this. So if I click one time, calendar will open. So the next step is to write one locator for this button so that we can click it. So to write, I can do right click on this, select an element, and now click here. So I can use this ID. So if I want to click, I can write one CSS shortcut, which is hash ID. So this is the shortcut we have discussed in our last lecture. If you know the ID and if you provide this hash before the ID, it is nothing but your CSS. So I will copy my CSS selector and here I will write one simple line, driver dot find element, with the help of CSS this time. Paste the CSS and I want to click. So I will use dot click method. Okay. So let me first run this part, then we will see what we have to do next. So you can see automatically it is clicked on this. So our next step is to select first this, right? So first I will select this year, then only I will select the date. So this is how I will do manually. So suppose I want to come to this first November 2021, then only I will select the date, right? Okay, so to do that, first let me write one XPath for this. So why I am writing, you will get to know soon. So if I want to write XPath for this November 2021, how I can write. So after opening the calendar, actually I want to get this text. How we can get with the help of Selenium? So if I like this, right? So how we can write XPath? I can use this. I can write double slash tag name at the rate class equals to value. So it is div. So now this is the XPath. So you can see it is highlighting, right? So it is highlighting this entire line, and the text whatever I want to get is present here. If you see, this is the XPath. I want to get this text. So even if I move to some other month, the XPath, this div class equals to this is not changing, but this is the only text that is changing, right? So I can get all the text with this single XPath. So even, okay, so how to get the text? We have not discussed the method. So if I write driver dot find element by dot XPath, I will use, there is one method get the text. So it will actually get you the text of the element for which you have written the XPath. So I will write a string text. So once our calendar will open with the help of this statement, for the very first time, if I refresh it again, okay, so it will click one time, and by default this year and month is selected, right, by default, which is the present year and month. So we are going to get this text. So if I run this now, so it will print December 2020 in the output. So let us check whether it is working correctly or not. So I think our program is complete. So let us check. So you can see it has given you the text because I have written the XPath for this particular element. So this part is clear to everyone?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Sumit, actually, I have one question.
Yeah.
I was automating some Facebook sign-in page,
Okay.
and I was able to travel through that whatever page come up in the calendar only. I'm talking.
So we'll discuss after the class. Okay.
Sure.
So just remind me if I don't remember, just tell me that we have to discuss. So after this today's class, we will discuss.
Sure,
So
sure.
okay, so this we have done. So what our next step? I do not want to select the date of December 2020. I want to keep on clicking this next button. So this is the thing. I am assuming that it is a next button. So I will keep on clicking this button through my code till I reach. Suppose I am interested in October, till I reach this October year and October month and year. I will keep on clicking this button, right, that next button. So how we can click this button? So again I will write XPath for that, this forward button, whatever you want to say. So again I can write, so I can use this class. So I can write dot class name. So this is again a, so this is not working because your class is having space. So I think we already have discussed, if your class will have space, replace the space with a dot, right? So now your, this is nothing but your CSS only, shortcut one I am using. So one out of one element matching. So I can copy the CSS, and you can also do like this. First let me, okay, so after that let me write. So I will use one while loop. So I will use while loop, and inside that I will write the code to click on the next button, find element by dot XPath, sorry, CSS. So once I have written the CSS, what I have to do, I have to click on that forward button. So I will use dot click method so that it can click. Okay. Okay, so here what I will write, I will going to copy this, or let me do one thing. Let me not print this now. what I will do, I can write basically, if you see from here, if I remove this one as well, this whole statement is nothing but a web element, right? Everything on the web page is also a web element, as we know, as we are I have written XPath for one particular element. So I have written the XPath for this December 2020. So this is also a web element. So I can keep that in one variable on the left hand side. So I will create a variable of type web element. I will say year month. So I will capture like this. So I will copy this variable, right? So after that I can write like this as well. So both are same. Get the text. So basically you can provide get text after this line only, or first capture that in one variable, because this variable is also accepting web element. So this line is also web element, and once you get this you can use get text. So the line are same. So what I will do, I will write this get text here only, here dot get text. So once you get the text, suppose first time I think we got December 2020, and after that I will use one equals method, as basically we have to compare two string. So inside that what I should write, I need to come, suppose I am interested in the month December 2021, or let me say January 2022. So I will write this text inside equals method. So if I come here, I will copy this text, and here I will write this. So basically I am checking whether this is equals to this one or not. So if this is equals to this one, I will come inside and I will click on the continue button, right? So let us first debug and let us see whether it should work or not. So if I debug this time not run, debug, or let me put debugger here as well. So it has opened the calendar. Now we are here. Okay, so we are on this line. So year month, whatever it has captured, when I will say get the text, so it will going to give me this December 2020 for the first time we already seen, but it is not equals to January 2022. So this whole condition will become false. If this whole condition will become false, this condition false, so we will come out of the while loop. So we will not be able to click on the our next button. So if you see, if I click this, we come out of the while loop, right? So we did not touch this code. So what I can do, I will close that in one bracket. I will close that and I will put not operator. So what will happen, whenever this condition will become false, this one become false, because of this the condition will become true and we will come inside, right? So let me do one thing first. So let me take some smaller year and month. So December, and I say January, February, March. Suppose I am interested to select this one, so I will going to put March. So here I will say March 2021. So let me debug this again, and let me do one thing. If I show you here, I will write string year month equals to, so that we can see what is the text it is getting every time. Debug as Java application. calendar will open and our code should stop after that. So okay, now we are here. First of all, it will give me December 2020, and if you want to see, it has given me here December 2020. Okay, sorry, let me execute this. So what is the variable? December 2020. So once it will give me December 2020 and it will compare with this, condition will become false. But due to this not operator, this whole condition not of false is true. So this condition will become true. So while of true, which means correct. So we will come inside. Now I will execute this line. So basically this line is clicking on this button, right? We have written the CSS for that. So you can see as of now December is selected, but once I will execute this line, it will click. So I think it has clicked. You can see January 2021, right? And for the second time again it will give me January 2021, but again it is not equal to March. So condition false, but due to this condition will become true. Now again we will come inside. So you can see January 2021 it has given. So again it will click on next button with the help of this line. So you will see now it will change to February. So you can say February 2021. Again it will come and again it will give me February 2021. So it is not equal, but due to not operator condition become true. We come inside, again it will click on next button. You can see now this time March will come, right? So March 2021. So this time what will happen? We come out of the while loop. Why we come out of the while loop? Because this time when it executed this line get text, it got the same matching March 2021, and here I am comparing. So this condition and this condition will become true because this time it is March 2021, and here as I put not operator, this whole condition become false. So as this condition will become false, we will no more go inside the while loop and we will simply come out of the while loop, right? So this is how we have to work. But you can see that I am interested in selecting this year and month. So this is the first step I have achieved, that I am interested in this. First I will come this. Now our next step is to click any of the date. So this part is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose if I change to even if I change any, suppose I am coming to May 2022. So if I run it, our code will work fine. So let me May 2022. So let me write here. I will write May 2022. So if I just run this program, you will see it will come to that point by clicking on next button. Will stop when it will find this. Now it will stop till May 2022. So it has stopped here because it found the year, right? So once I will come to my required year, now I have to work on this to select any date, right? So this we have done first step. Now what is our next step? I want to select the date. So for date as well, suppose if I come to any of the year, so and if I inspect the HTML code, okay, so let me open in original browser. So here we have original, not here. Okay, it is here. Okay, so here if I select any of the date, okay, so here it is, right? So suppose I am writing XPath for this particular date. Suppose how we can write, as we have the class name, I can simply use shortcut again dot class name. So this is again a CSS shortcut. So once I will say dot class name, it is selecting all the dates. You can see, because for every date they are using the same class. So this is the reason when I am using dot class name, it is highlighting all the dates on this particular year and month. If I show you, you can see dot calendar date. For the second class, again they are using the same class, so CSS will remain the same for third one, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can say keep on hitting enter because the class name is same. This line is same actually for all the dates, right? So in mostly calendars you will going to see the same hierarchy, right? So they will not going to use separate code for each and every date. So this is how they design, so they do not have to write extra code. So class is same for all the dates, right? So you can say if you want to see total 28 out of 31, so total I think from 1 to 31 total, these are the dates, right? So if I keep on hitting enter, it will highlight all the dates. So what I can do, I have, and if you come to some other page, not page, some other month and year, like suppose I come here. So again for this one, the CSS for all the classes will going to be the same, right? So this is how they have designed. So 31 again it will start, so total 31 as well. So I will use find elements method to capture all the dates first. So this is very easy method, we have already discussed. Find elements, this time find elements by dot css selector. This is our CSS. Now as this method is find elements, it will return me list of item, list of web element, because every date is again a part of web page. So whatever the things which are present on web page is nothing but a web element. So as we are getting all the dates in this variable, it will return me the list because I am using find elements method. So I will capture that one variable, so I will say dates. So import the package where this class is present, so it is in java.utility package. Okay, so we have got this. Now if I want to check how many dates are present on the particular year and month, I will use size method and I will say int total. So it will give me total number of dates in the integer format. So if I use one for loop, if I want to print all the dates, how we can print? First let me print, then we will click that particular date. So this for loop will run how many times? So I think here we have 31. Suppose here we have from 1 to 31. So total, what is the size it will give me? This will give me 31 size. So this total will come here. So this loop will total run for 31 times, right? From 0 to 30. So total making it 31. So after that what I will say, from this variable give me the date present at index, particular index, and I want to get the text. So if I show you in debug mode how it will look, let me show you. And I will okay, so let me first run this in debug mode so that we can visualize how this variable is storing the data. Then I will run it directly. Okay, so I should have removed the debugger from here because this part we already seen. So let me put debugger here and I will click on resume so that this will execute and it will stop here because I put one breakpoint here. So click on resume. So now you can say it will stop in May 2022. Why it has stopped on May? Because I have provided May 2022. Now with the help of find elements, this is the CSS for the all the dates. So it will capture all the dates from 1 to 31. So once I will invoke this statement, as okay, so as it is a list variable, this variable is of type list. So in the list, as it is a some collection part, so again the index will start from 0 and it has captured all the dates. So actually the dates are in the form of web element, so here you will not see the actual date. So to get the actual date you have to use get text method. So here, so I think here somewhere number is present. So wherever the number is present, which means date. So if you can see at index 0, what is the date it will store? It will store 1, 2, 3, 4 like this till 30 index. At the index number 30, date 31 will be present. So it has stored the date, and if you see the size, it will give the size is 31, right? Because the index is from 0 to 30, so the total size is 31. So here what I am doing, I am running my for loop. So condition will become true because 0 is less than 30 first time, 31 sorry. So I am saying from this variable have all the dates. This variable have all the dates one by one from starting index is number 0. I am saying get me the date present at I equals to 0. So I am saying get me this index 0 value. So once these two statement will get you, I am using this get text method, so I can fetch the required text. So because it will have my date, which is nothing but 1 for the first time. So this get text method will actually give you the date out of it. So what is the date? 1, right? So after that I'm using system.out.println, so it will print the date in my output. So this has printed 1. And if I talk about I equals to 1, so now I equals to 1, so I am saying from this one get me this second date web element, but from that web element give me the actual text, right? So it will give me date number 2. So this is our date number 2. Likewise it will run for all the dates one by one, right? So you can see 3rd, 4, 5, it will print all the date, and if I just click on this resume, it will print all the dates. So this is how it is run, and we captured all the dates. So this part is clear to everyone?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so actually I do not have to print this. We see that so that we can visualize that how it is getting the dates. I want to click that. So once I will receive the date, so let me not print this time. I will use one if else statement. If the date what you are looking for, so date will come here and fall here. I am saying is it equals to 23. Suppose I want to click on 23, or let me first take some small value. Suppose I say 3. If it is equals to 3, then I will say again I will copy these two, and I will this time I will click that date actually, and after that I will use break statement so that I will not have to run my for loop again. So let us see why I put break statement. So again let me debug. Again it will come to May 2022. So it has come, you can see May 2022. Now again it will get all the dates. This part will again be the same, size will again be 31. Now I am saying get me the date number 1, so it will give me 1, and it will check whether 1 is equals to 3. Condition false, so we will not execute if condition. We will again run our for loop. I equals to 1. Now it will give me date number 2. Now again this condition will become fail. Now this time what is the date it will give? It will give me date number 3. Now this condition will become true, and we will come inside. So we come inside. Now I am saying again this line, so I value will remain the same, right? So as this for loop is running for which one time? I think 3rd time, or okay, so 0, 1, 2. So for the 3rd time, so index value will remain the same, and here as well you can see index value will remain the same. So I am saying from this whatever the dates you are having, get me this second index, get me this value at second index, and this time I have to click on that second. So whatever the element you have at second one, it will actually click the date. this time we are not using get text, it will actually click the date because I'm using click method. So you can see here as of now it is like this. So once it will click, so you will see the date here, so 3rd May 2022. So if I execute this statement, it should have clicked. So you can see it has clicked, right? So this is how we have to approach. And why I am using break statement, because I do not want to waste my for loop, because again our task is done, we have clicked the required date, so why should I will run my for loop again. So instead of this I will use break statement, so that once this line will execute, we will no more execute our for loop and we will come out of this for loop. So if I execute this, you see we come out of the for loop, and for loop only run 3 times, right? So we saved some of the iterations of our for loop, right? And after that our program will stop. So this is how we have to click any particular date. So if I show you, suppose even if I modify any date, suppose 23, and if I again run this, and you can also change this, suppose if I say April 2022 and run this program, again it will click on April. After that 23 April it is selected, so because we have given 23 here, so this is selected first, and after that 23, right? So this is how you can work with calendar. So is it clear to everyone?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay, so any more issues in this topic? So now we will see next one, so you can keep on changing the date, it will work. Okay, so if you do not have any issue, we will see our next topic. So we saw the how we can work with calendars. So you can try to select this one. Once I will click this, if you click this again this calendar will open, so you can again work in the similar way. Okay, so if I open one more website, and if I type something, suppose I am typing O, right? So automatically it is giving me some suggestion based on the text I'm writing. Suppose I write P, like if I write O, right? So any keyword, and if I write, suppose I will write mobile.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the calendar now there are different types of calendar where we pick first the year. If we click on the year, there are lots of year available: 2020, 21, 23. Then if we click on the date, then Jan to Feb available. Then again we click, then we go for day 1 to 30, and then we select. So in this condition, what we will do?
So after the class, I will try to search one calendar of that type. If I will find, I will tell you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So okay. So I am saying that this is one. Okay. So when I will write something here, it is giving me some suggestion. So how I can handle with the help of Selenium? Suppose I want to click on this mobile recharge. So this is I am doing manually, and after that it will open the web page. So that is some other thing. So I want to select. Suppose I write O. So how we can? Suppose I write O. So it should give me some suggestion. So it is not giving this time. Okay, so it is giving. So I want to select any one of the items present here. So how we can achieve with the help of our Selenium code? So first of all, let me open this website. So this is our again first step, and let me create one new class. So its name should be different one. Let me rename. calendar. Click on finish. Okay, so this is our calendar code, and after that I will create one new class, copy and paste, and I will write my second class name, which is, so these kind of checkboxes are called auto suggestive text box, because it is auto suggesting me some fields based on the input. So let us see how we can handle that. So these three lines will be common, so let me remove this and I will open yahoo.com. So copy the URL, this is the URL. So once website will open, if I want to write some data into my text box, this is our text box, so you can use send keys method. So before that I have to write one locator for that, then only I can enter. Okay, so if you see, you can use any one of this, so I can use this one. If I want to write CSS, I can write CSS in a shortcut way. As I know the ID, hash ID is the shortcut. So but it is giving me two matching nodes, so let me not go this way, let me directly write XPath only. So how we can write, or you can use CSS, it's up to you. Let me write XPath input @type equals to, okay, I think it is ID. So this, now it is giving me this text box, so it is correct, one element matching, one out of one element is matching, so unique element we found. Now I will write driver dot find element by dot XPath, this is our XPath. I will use dot send keys, dot send keys. I suppose I'm typing mobile, so once I will type mobile, so this statement will work fine, so here no issue. And once website will open, it will enter mobile, right? So I want to, and you can see the websites, these kinds of websites, right? So if I talk about any website these days, so these options will keep on changing, right? So they can also add more options related to mobile in coming days. So we should write our code in such a way that even if these options will increase or decrease, our code should not be affected, right? So you should not, suppose I want to click on mobile tracker, so you should not be writing the XPath only for this mobile tracker, right? So you should, what you can do, you can catch all the element, and based on the data you will pass from your test case, it will select the particular element, right? So we will do in that way only. So first of all, let us see where these names are present in our code. So if you select this entire this, so inside that only all the names will be present. So click this, and if I, you can see one by one, I think it is, first it is present here. And if you want to see where this name is present, if I expand this a little bit more, expand this, yeah, here the mobile is present. Likewise the hierarchy will going to be the same. So first element is present here, sorry, here. Okay, so let me first remove this. Okay, so you can see mobile is present inside this li tag, right? So this is the entire drop down value you are getting, but inside that there is one li tag, inside span, and then here actual text is present. And if I talk about second one, again for the second one, hierarchy will be the same, span, and here it is mobile, and they have given phone, right? So this is how they have designed. Okay, so one more thing, like if I talk about third one, if I minimize this and if I come to third one, so here is my text present. So if I expand this, again the hierarchy will be same, So here they have provided mobile and movies. Okay, so what I'm saying, as we have discussed one get text method, so even if you write the XPath till here, if I write XPath for this particular line, so I think here, if I write XPath till here or CSS any other locator, then also if I apply get text method, it will give me this text, right? So this is how get text method will work, right? So if you want to, if I using, suppose if I copy this same line and if I use get, so it is saying that get the visible text of this element including the sub element, right? So this is the property of this method. So all these are the sub you can say sub element of this line. So it will get the text of the sub elements as well, right? So you do not have to write the XPath or CSS till here, you can simply write XPath till here only, right? So this is one point. So now we should write our XPath, or you can say CSS, because for all the elements this line will be same. And if I write, you can start from anywhere, I can start from here. So I will say div type equals to div type equals to, so this is XPath, and after that it is highlighting only one element. I have to first come to my children, because if I minimize this, this will hide hidden. So this is ul is the children, ul. Now if I say, as of now it is giving me one element, but when I say li, it will highlight all the element, because all the childrens are having li tag. So that's why it is giving me all the element. And if I keep on hitting enter, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think total 10. Yeah, so after that 10 it will again start from the beginning, right? So total we have 10 entries. So this is the XPath I have written. So once I written the XPath, so what I have told you, that you do not have to, if you want to get the text, you do not have to come till here. Even this till this part also get text element will going to get this text for you, right? So if I copy this XPath and if I use find elements method, because I want to get all the items, and let me change this to, now as this is the web element, so I will write list of web element, and let me give any name, let me say items. So items is some unique name I can give. So again, if I want to calculate how many items, I will say dot size, so that will give me total number of items present inside that variable. So if I write int size equals to, let me take total, right? So it will give. After that I will run one for loop again, just like we did for calendar. I equals to 0, I less than total, I plus plus integer I. So now I am saying that this will have all the items. As this will have all the items, I am saying get me the items based on the index, just like we did it for a calendar, same step. And if I say get text, it will give me the text of the item, dot get text, so it will give me the text. So once it will give me the text, I will say string item text, and after that I will simply print the title, sorry, print the item. So let us first see whether it is getting all the names of the items or not. So if I run this, it should give me okay, so error. So run as Java application. So it should first enter the mobile. When it will get all the items, because for all the items this will be same XPath, so it should print all the elements in my output. So website is taking some time. Okay, so it has entered mobile, and after few seconds I think our program is complete. So now you will check. Okay, so it has not printed. So what is the issue? Let us check. I think it is this part is correct. This part, if I first check the XPath, I think it is also correct. Let me first check. Is this XPath is correct? Okay, I think there is some weight issue. So basically what happens when I'm writing mobile, if you see here, if I just type any keyword, like I will say O, right? So okay, let me first refresh it again. So if I write mobile, okay, so if I just paste mobile, the list will take at least 1 second or some millisecond time to load. So if I, you can see it take at least some millisecond time. So what happens that in that meantime this line executed, so it do not find any element. So this is the reason you are not seeing any element, right? So let us put some weight. So in Java there is one line which is called thread.sleep. So it, this 2000 is millisecond, which is equals to 2 seconds. So I am saying that once this line will execute, once this line will execute, sorry, not this one, yeah, this line will execute, it will send the mobile, and I am saying just wait for 2 seconds. So actually it will pause your script, right? So this is a Java part, not a part of Selenium. So here if I write this and just this time if I run, this time it should work fine. So it will enter mobile, it will wait for 2 seconds, then only it will use execute the find elements method. So I think our program is done. So now you can see it has printed all the, so it has started from this mobile and printed all the items till this part. So you can see till this part it has printed. Likewise, right? So this part is clear to everyone.
Yes, it's clear.
Suppose if I type shirts, even if I type this variable, sorry, this value here, then also it will work because the code will not change, value will change. So every time, so if I write shirts, this time it will, so you can try to debug that. I showed you how to debug that in case of calendar, right? So somehow it may so happen that here if you try to debug, your code will fail, but you can try after that. Just put the breakpoint. It is very similar to calendar. This part is very similar to calendar. So this time,
Yeah, hello.
yeah,
Yeah, currently list of auto suggestion is the limited. In the future, if the list of auto suggestion will be some more list of auto suggestion will be added, what we will do in this condition?
this is I am saying I have written the code in such a way. This time you can see it will write shirt. So list of suggestion will be different, and I think the number will also be different. Let us see what is the number. So this time our also code will
My
work.
question:
Yeah,
if we type here search,
yeah,
then presently the number of auto suggestion is limited.
yeah.
If in the future some more auto suggestion will add in the search, then what we will how to handle this?
Yeah, I am coming to this point. I am saying that code will not fail. Let me first execute this. So it will enter shirt. So the website is taking some time to load. After that, it will enter shirts. So it has entered shirts. So after it will wait for 2 seconds and it will get all the elements. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here 10 as well. So if you see whether it is, so it is again printed, right? All the elements. So you are asking that suppose if I write some machine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is there any one where we will get some, again it is showing me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let me write.
All the time it's showing 10 approx.
Yeah, see, if I show you the code, if we see the code, let me open in original browser. Here it is. If we see the code, okay, so here it is. Okay, I have clicked that. Okay, so let us wait for the website to load completely. It is, what is the XPath I have written? Let me search with this. So this is the XPath I have written. And if I control F, so it is still loading, so it is not showing you the result, but when it will load, so let me, okay, so it has shown you. Okay, so here I am. So if you see what is the hierarchy they have created, so let me copy this entire one. I think, yeah, here we have written for all the element XPath. Okay, so if you see, it is as of now, it is, this website is showing 10 elements, but what is the hierarchy they have created? If you see the code they have written in there is one format they have written. So everywhere they are using this line, right, for all the 10 elements, for the first one, second one as well, right? So they are using this li class, some code after that. So
Yeah, I think it speaks the li class is 10.
I
There
am
are
saying
10 li.
I am saying in the future, if they will add one more element, so they will not going
Yeah.
to change all the code. So they will create li class, one more li class, and put some code like that, so that they do not have to change the hierarchy. So once they will write one more li class, so total elements will become 11. So again, this XPath will be correct.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah, so this time that will give you 11, right? So if I show you one website, after that I will show you. So if we will talk about Amazon, so there you will see number of elements will differ. So here I think if I say M again 10 1, let me check. So even if they add one more li tag, again this XPath we have written XPath in such a way that it will identify that li tag again. So this that time also it will print. So here again I think this website is designed only for 10. So we will see that Amazon website after that, that there the number will differ. So as of now let us go with this only. So our code will not fail, but if the code will,
As per website, the number will be differ. This is the main thing.
yeah, I will talk about, when I will talk about Amazon website, then their number will change, so I will show you better.
Yeah. Okay.
So this part is clear to everyone how we have printed.
Yeah, it's all clear now.
Okay, now suppose if I want to click on this, I will copy the text. So instead of printing, this time I will say click. So again, just like we did for calendar, here is our actual item, text is present, dot equals. So if it is equals to this one, shirts online, if it is equal, then I will write again, I will copy this line just like we did for calendar. I hope you remember. So I will, this time I will use dot click method, so it will click. So this is how you have to work, and after that I will write break statement so that our for loop will also terminate immediately once I will click on my, so this time this should click, right? So if I click here manually so that we can see shirts, so I think this is the shirts online, right? So this page will open after that. So let us see whether it is clicking or not.
Why site is loading too slow?
It is, I think, due to my internet connection, or this is,
Okay,
it can
okay.
be anything. So it is not related to code, so we cannot do anything, we have to wait. So once website load, it has entered, wait for 2 seconds, and this time we should click on shirts for shirts online. So it has clicked, right? So this is how. So as we have written the code in such a way that even if you pass some other,
Okay. One more question here. If there is put wait for 2 seconds, can we put wait for 5 seconds also? It's also work.
yeah, it will work, but it is not better to use this approach,
Okay.
so we will discuss one, that is a separate section, uh, implicit explicit wait. So here actually what will happen, right? So we will discuss there. As of now you can, if even if you put 20 seconds, then also it will work.
Okay.
Okay, so even if you just change this to some other name, you can try. Okay, so this is how we have clicked on particular element. So this part is also clear to everyone.
It's full clear now.
Okay, thank you. So let me first take you to another website. So let me write downs. So if I take you to one more auto suggestive drop down, so you can see here. So if I write mobile, mobile 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, again 10. So here as well I think it is designed, again it is getting, so I think more 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So I think we are looking for this one. If I talk about here, it is not changing. Okay, so I think the websites are, do you have any website where it is taking more than one, which means they will change? Do you have any website link or name? Again 1 2 3 4 9 10, right? So I am not talking about this one. These again will be 10. Any website name you have where the, if I go to one website, suppose, so if I say,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah, if we go on the Flipkart site, then if we click on the search button, if we type here mobile,
okay,
then there are lots of options coming for
okay,
search only. That if we click on mobile, then they are giving mobile under 7,000, mobile under 10,000 with search option. Yeah, just see
1
here.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So if you see, if I try to see the HTML code, so if you try to see the HTML code here, let me close this. So here in many websites they are again giving 10 option, but I told you that our code will not fail even if in the future they will keep the same hierarchy of the HTML code. If they add one more element there, it will also not fail, right? So if I first, let me close this. Okay, so here you can see, if I right click and let me remove this, and if I try to click on inspect, this list will disappear, right? So it will not allowing me. If I click this, it will disappear, right? So what you can do, if I come to sources tab and if I write some data here, like if I write mobile, suppose I'm writing this mo, and if I come to sources tab, let me type again. Now as this list is not able to click, I am not able to click this, inspect this, I can pause the page. If I press F8 from my keyboard, F8, now this web page is paused. Now I can happily see this time it will, so where it is present. Here it is. If I talk about this text, first text, okay, so let me, here it is, first one, this is our first one. So and where is our second one? If I come down, here is our second one. So you can say a class, they are using some class. And if I come to third one, this is our a class. So if I want to get the text, we can also get, if I inside that text should be present. So note this second one, I think here the text should be present. So here our text is present, mobile, right? So if I want to write XPath, how we can do? For this I am talking about Flipkart. So okay, so again I will start from this. First let me select this first one, and I think this is the whole drop down. So let me start from here. So the class is little bit complicated, but you can use XPath div @class. Okay, so hit enter. It is not highlighting. Let me write again. So this is our class. Okay, so not div, it is UL. So write UL. So this is our XPath for this entire box. So now our actual element is present. If I say first I have to come to this, so I will say li children. Now second children of this li. Now this is also children. So I will come like this. In case of li. Now I am on li. After that I want to go to div. I am on div. Now finally I am here, right? So inside that you can see, inside that there are two children. First is this one that will have the image. Now second is this one. So as I want to get the text, so this is the text I want to get, mobiles. So I have already told you that get text works in such a way that even you write the XPath till here, it will work, right? So as of now you can say I have written the XPath till here, and if I minimize this, and you can see for the second one, if I talk about this second one, will also have li tag, and after that div, and if I come down again, it is showing me one more a, and inside that a there are again the two div children, and if I again expand this, this is how they have designed, right? Motorola mobiles like this. So if you can see I have written the XPath, so one by one it will keep on highlighting, and you can get the text just like we did it for Yahoo website. So if I come down, if I just minimize it, so total, okay, so total you can see when I will hit enter, again you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and if I type some other element, this code should remain the same according to me. So let us check. So if I write so first you have to click this, and if I come to sources tab, I will write suppose perfume like this. If I write, and if I say F8 from my keyboard, now I will come to elements tab. Now if I paste the same XPath, now again it will start one by one, and you can get the text with the help of get text, and you can apply the same logic. Is it clear? You can try, right? Or should I do that?
Yeah, I will try. It's better because you give the concept of
Yeah.
same logic.
Yeah.
So it's better by ourselves.
Yeah. So somehow I'm not getting more than actually I think they have designed, every website is designed in a way that you will get the same number of items, right? So anyways, you can try. I will also, right? So, okay. So let us discuss one small concept. If I come, I think I am here having. Okay, so here, if you see, we have discussed auto suggestive drop down, but if I click this is some values you are getting, right? So this is not a auto suggestive text box. So when you click this, so basically you can say it is a type of drop down, and if I click this, it will be selected. So with the help of Selenium, how you can achieve this? So I am doing it manually, but if you want to achieve the same with the Selenium, so this is the class, and remove this code, driver dot get. So once you do this, okay, so basically for this kind of drop down, if I do like this, first let me check where this is present. So to see this, I will use XPath. You can write, so this is the one. Control F if I write XPath /div @id equals to, okay, so this is not the correct one, I think. Select, it is the one, so it is select. So this is the correct XPath. So I can do like this if you want to, using, if I expand driver dot find element by dot, first I will find the particular drop down, it is here. Now if I say send keys, so send keys can also work here. Then it will also, suppose I want to, if I want to click on black, so I will first see this, what are the values it is giving me, right? So if I want to click on this black, I can use this, I can send this black, so that it will select. So if I say black, now this will work. I think it should work. If not, then we will see some other method. So close this, close this. So you can see it has selected black automatically, right? So without expanding this, because I'm not clicking on this, but I'm sending some data. So this is how you can work. But this send keys will not always work, right? So sometimes it may so happen that it will not work. So this is not a good approach to handle these kind of drop down. So basically Selenium has given us one class. So what is the class name? Class is select is the class name. Yeah, and I will say create the object select. This is the object I have created, and inside that you have to, so let me first capture that. So this is again a web element. If I remove send keys, so this is one web element, and I will web element, I will say drop down, you can give any name, so element. So that web element you have to pass here. So this is this class will, so change to web element. Okay, so this drop down web element you have to pass here. So what will happen? So let me import the required package where this class is present. So we are working with Selenium, so first one, import select. So with the help of this drop down, this is a web element, this line. So basically it is identifying where this is, this drop down is present. So once it will identify, I am passing this web element into the argument of this class. So this is how it is designed. So now this object will also be able to apply some methods, whatever this class is giving you. This object will also know where this drop down is located because of this line, and now you can perform so many operations if you want to. So this object is created for this class. So as this class will have so many methods, we can call with the help of object. So you can say it has so many methods. So if I talk about one of the method, suppose if I select by index, so if I give index number 3, so if I see what is the index, so index will again start from 0. So at index number 0, 1, 2, 3, so index number 3 yellow should be selected, right? So if I run this, it will select yellow. So it will not open the drop down, directly it will select. So using select class you can, so it has selected yellow, right? So likewise if you will give 4, it will select this 5 6 7 8, right? So you can pass index number if you want, and you can pass like this as well. If you see, there is some value given, so value equals to 6. If I pass this value, then it will select white. So you can also pass this value. So if I comment this obj dot select by value, right? So this you have to pass the value, so pass this 6. So in the double quotes you have to pass. Now you have given the value, so this time it should select white, because the value of white is 6. So you can I have passed this value, so now it will select this. So this time it should select white, so you can say it has selected white. So okay, so this is also one of the way. And if you want to select by visible text, j dot select. So this is also one of the way. So visible text in the sense whatever the text you are seeing here. So what is the text I am seeing here? If I minimize this, so this text is visible to me. So if I want to click on aqua, I will directly pass this text. I will, in double quotes, I will just send this aqua. Now it will select this. So there are so many methods this is given. Select class.
Hello?
Yeah.
If we want to select one by one all, then what we will do? We will go for loop.
One by one, like, so this drop down will select only one value at a time. If you see,
Oh,
I will coming to this point. So this time it has selected echo. So this part is clear to everyone?
yeah. First time we selected aqua, then again click on drop down and again select
No,
another.
we are not clicking on the drop down. You can see we are not clicking on this drop down. This select class will automatically select. You do not have to. You can see I am not used click method here.
Okay, understand.
Okay. So if I talk about this drop down, suppose this one. So here, if I select this, and after pressing Control from my keyboard, if I click this, this will also be selected. So basically it is a kind of, you can select more than one. If I can select like this, so with the help of select class, so here I think send keys will not work. You can try. I think this time send keys will not work. So this again select class will help us. So first of all, let me write one locator so that we can identify this. If I, yeah, here, so id equals to cars, so I can directly write one shortcut css control f hash id. So this is highlighting, so this is our css. So copy this css, and instead of this time I will change it to, so what is the css? This is the css. So comment this, copy this, paste this time I will use dot css. Okay, so again hash cars, I remember this is the css. So now again this is a web element drop down, so I am passing it here, but this time it will identify this one, this one, right? So there are again so many methods. If I comment this, now I will say obj dot. So here you can do this. If I say select by index, so if I say 1, suppose if I say 2, sorry, it is deselect, I have to select. Okay, so if I copy this, so if I say 2 and 3, let us see what it will select. Second one, and I think let me give 1 and 3, so it should select second one and last one, 1 and 3 index. So if I run, so if you see index 1 is SAAB, and our 0 1 2 3, these two should be selected because I have given the index. So you can see these two are selected. So this is how you can do. As it is a multi-select, it has the ability to select more than one. And if you say 0, 1, 2, 3, so it will select all. And if I just again comment this, so after selection, suppose I want to deselect, so I can use this obj dot deselect by index. I will say 3. So let me put some weight so that we can see that whether it is deselecting or not, otherwise we will not be able to see. So 4 seconds. Okay, if I run this, so after 3 seconds it should deselect last one. You can see it as deselected. So this is how you can work with this. Okay, so is it clear?
I have one question.
Yeah.
How will you come to know whether the drop down is multi-select or not?
See, you can see only by clicking it, right? Here you can see. Here it is not giving you any option. So this kind of drop down you will never see, but here you can see. If I talk about this, if you click that, automatically you come to know that it is allowing you to click more than one.
Okay.
So only I think you have to visualize it, right? So
Is there any tag or something
yeah,
like
I
that?
think I was coming to that point. I think there is some property, might be some property they have designed. If I click this, so we will not see new topic now because the class time is over, but let me see this. If anyone wants to leave, they can leave. We will not discuss. So here is the drop down. So here they are using this. Here you can find, if I talk about CSS, placeholder they are using. Okay, let me first open this multi-select, then let us see whether we are getting some property. But if you will see, if I click this and if I inspect this, again this will not allowing me to highlight the box. So again I will come to this, click this and press F8, click this, press F8. Hello.
Yes, I am able to hear.
Okay, so you can check, right, whether there is any property or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'll do that.
okay, so we will see next topic in next class. So time is over.
Yeah, actually, one more thing. I asked in the very beginning that Facebook, I'm not able to identify the element.
Which one?
Facebook.com.
If I open,
Yeah, Facebook.com. Login. Yeah. Create new account.
okay,
There will be a separate window will be there. How to access this?
which one? This one, okay.
Here I want to enter the
I
name
think
and
might be it is present inside a frame. So let us check. So it is this window, I think is present inside this. So you tried?
yeah, I tried actually, but I couldn't
Okay.
able to do it.
So if you come up, if you see,
So I think we need to use the frame handling for this.
let me check first. Let me first try it by myself. Then, so if I directly open this, okay, so I have to click on this. So open this.